Hello and welcome to another episode of The Path of the Special One, following my football club as I manage them through the English League system on this game of Top 11. I'll just quickly run you through some of my tactical choices I've used throughout my campaign so far, and I'll continue to use. There's four general formations that I tend to use, and these are the four selected here. I'll work through from my most attacking to my least attacking, and these formations are based on the opponent-like play. So as I showed you, or as I can show you on another video, that if you click on the player, actually I'll do it now. If you click on the individual opposition that you're going to play against, you see some stats about them. So I can see here that my average quality is better than them. And if you look at their squad, you can see the formation they played in their last match. And this isn't necessarily the formation they're going to play in the match that we're going to play against them next, but it gives an indication of their style of play. So this person has quite a defensive formation, kind of cutting me off down each flank with the defensive midfielders left and right, and a strong centre. So it's going to be quite hard to break down defensively, but in attack it doesn't have a central attacking midfield and not much contact between the attackers and the midfielders. So mainly a defensive minded team, and that may just be because he's not got the skill level that I have or other players have, so he tends to be more defensive. So this is my first tactic, and it's my ultra aggressive kind of really attacking formation, where most of the threat is kind of through the centre and the wingers, providing for this single lone striker. And defensively, the wingers do add a bit of defensive support on the flanks, but defensively it kind of lacks defensive support because it's usually employed when I'm playing kind of a very weak team or someone who's much weaker than me. And with this tactic, because it's so aggressive, I tend to have a team mentality, very hard attacking, passing mixed down the flanks and through the middle, pressing style whole pitch to reduce the possession the opposition has, tackling style hard because generally the opposition doesn't have a good free kick taker, so if I make a foul it's not going to punish me. Passing style mixed, so I don't give the ball away much with long passes, and because my defence is generally better than their attack, I do a man-on-man defensive kind of marking style, so my defenders are usually faster than their attackers, so I can catch them, and I force counter-attacks, and because my defenders are usually better, I can also play the offside trap. My second formation is for teams that are generally kind of the same level as me, but that I think that if I have an attacking formation I can win against. This involves high level players along each flank, which counters any wingers or attackers that the opposition uses. I've also got central midfielders here who can stop attacks through the centre, and who also provide balls down to the wings and through to the striker. I've also put a sweeper defender in here that kind of holds back to just give that extra defensive boost, because I've only got three central defenders here. So this is a team that I'd put out against a team that's fairly similar to me that I think I could win. And the tactics here are attacking, because that's my standard level of playing style. Again, mixed passing, pressing only in the own half this time, because the team that I'm playing against is likely to be good on the ball. Tackling style normal, because I don't want to give away too many fouls. Passing style short, just to keep the ball and add up that possession. And again, man on man, because I think my defenders are probably similar level to their strikers and can handle their pace. My next formation is the 4-4-2 formation with the narrow diamond, as is seen in a lot of the football, kind of live football that we see in the Premiership these days. The diamond formation is a very common formation, and this formation focuses a lot of the attack and the defending, for that matter, down the middle. So it's not usually good for a team who plays with a lot of wingers and down the flanks, as you can be torn apart a little bit down the flanks. But the defensive right and the defensive left do offer a bit of protection down those flanks. So with this formation, I play against teams that are slightly better than me, and that I think I need to be a bit more conservative and a bit more defensive against. Again, I've got that attacking outlet with the attacking central midfielder and the 2 strikers. So for this formation, I have a normal or even sometimes a defensive mentality, depending on how much better they are than me. And because there are no wingers in this formation, all of my passing is through the middle, so I can provide support to those strikers. Pressing again the own half. Tackling style easy, because it's likely that the opposition has very good free kick takers, and that if I give away a foul near my goal, that they could score that. Again, short passing to retain possession, and this time zonal marking, because it's likely that their attackers are better than my defenders, and that if I do man-on-man marking, the striker is easily going to beat my defenders one-on-one. So zonal marking usually kind of gives that support in all areas of the pitch. So if one of their attackers beats my defender, there's usually another man to cover behind them. And finally, this tactic, which I don't usually use unless the team is really a lot better than me, is the 4-5-1 formation with a flat line on the midfielders. And the reason I use this is because it kind of blocks any kind of probing attack through the middle and down each of the flanks, as seen here, because the midfielders and the out wide midfielders and the kind of wing backs actually assist together and prevent the attack down the flanks. I've put a bit of attack from each of the wing backs and from the central midfield hubbock here, just to provide a bit of a bit of support through the attacking sense, so I can get the ball to my striker when needed. But as this is a defensive formation, I've chosen defensive mentality, mixed passing again, pressing in own half to save and conserve energy, so they're not running around like headless chickens. Easy tackling again to not give away any silly free kicks that could lead to goals. Passing short to retain the ball, and again zonal. So a very overall defensive minded side. So from this formation, I'm unlikely to get a win, but if it's a really good team, I'm likely to push for a draw or kind of put up a good fight at least. So those are kind of the main 4 formations that I usually implement. But for these formations, of course, I've got 22 players in my squad, and I must rotate them each game, because the condition of my players drastically decreases after each match. So if you don't rotate your players, you'll end up with injuries, like say Carter and the other players who are just tired of got, and that affects the way they play. And also you don't train up your players as well. So the best way to train your players and improve them is simply just by playing games. So I tend to play 2 games a day, a league match and often a friendly match against a friend that I have online, just to improve all of my squad at the same time, not just my first 11. And it's very important that you do that. So I think that's the end of this video. It just gives you an idea of the formations that I use, the tactics that I use, the situations that I use different tactics, and the reasons behind why I've chosen those tactics to use. Obviously, because I've got a few injuries and tiredness within my squad, this isn't necessarily the starting 11 that I'd use every game, but this gives an indication of the formations that I'd use. So I hope that gives an insight on to what to do whilst using this game, and I will explain some more in the next video. And I hope you actually play this game, because it's an excellent game, and I'm sure everyone who plays it will actually really enjoy it. So speak to you soon. Take care.